Okay. I don't know what I'm freaking doing. I don't think that it is showing the video. There we go. Okay. It is so delayed, which is crazy. Wait, let me check. I gotta check online. I'm literally going to be like trying out features as I'm here, so just go ahead and excuse that. I don't know if anybody's here or not. Oh shoot, I'm live. Okay. Okay, now I can see you guys. Okay, it's so delayed from my computer, like what I'm looking at, like, but I can see your chat if I'm looking at it on my phone. Look at this inception. So, what's up, Neems? And hi, Jordan. Thank you guys for coming on and being here. Again, you might have missed the beginning. Like, I literally have no idea what I'm freaking doing. So, oh shoot, it's telling me the video resolution isn't good, but I mean, I don't know what to do about that. But thank you guys for being here. Wait, do I just not have my live chat on or. Oh, sorry, guys. Yeah, I can't see the live chat from here, from like the screen, but I can see it from my YouTube on my phone. So I'll just kind of be looking on my phone for that. But thank you, Jordan. He said, congrats on 200 subs, turn it to 200K. Hey! Thank you so much. So, anybody that's here, thank you guys so much for being here. We hit 200 subs. I know that's like lightweight to some people, but for me, like, that's pretty cool and that's pretty big. So, I'm so grateful to anybody that watches. So, yeah. Um, But thank you guys so much. If there's anything that you guys want to ask or anything, you can. I told Instagram that I was going to be going on or that I might be going on, so people ask questions there. So I'm going to go ahead and answer those or talk about whatever they said to talk about, whatever random crazy crap people told me to talk about. So if there's anything else, you guys could just leave it in the chat and let me know. So yeah, let's go. Okay, so somebody asked, it was actually my brother Jay Sannon. I don't know if people want to remain anonymous or not, so maybe I won't say their names. But this first one was Jay Sannon, and I love him, so shout out to Jay Sannon. He said, "Where do you see tats, which is these are the sounds, going in the next 10 years?" Came straight out the gate with some heavy stuff. Um, where do I see tats going? That's like a really hard question. 10 years, like 10 years from now, I don't know. I should hope that, and thank you so much, Jordan. I just saw your keep on keeping on. Um, I don't know for sure where it's gonna go or anything. But I think that what I hope is that there will be more available on These Are the Sounds for, like, specifically for content creators to do like royalty free stuff in kind of like a more, um, sorry guys, in kind of like a more just like optimal format for content creators because I think that like right now it's just beat buying is like something that many artists are familiar with doing already, but like people who aren't artists, if they're content creators, like they just kind of don't really get it. So I kind of want to do something that is just more optimal for them and that's like more user friendly for them. But 10 years from now, I mean, who freaking knows? It might be like still my baby and my main thing, and or it might be something that I might entrust to somebody that's close to me to start running or, who knows? I don't know. So, Lord willing, I'll be here in 10 years and These Are the Sounds will be successful and huge and just really cool. that's that's all I can hope for right now. So the next question is kind of similar, but somebody said to talk about where you're at, where you're going, future plans slash vision as far as the music. Um, so where I'm at, I think as far as the music goes, because Sari and I are working on a project. I know I've been saying that, and I'm probably going to keep saying it. But the project is actually taking longer than I thought it was going to. Um, and simply because, like, it's more than just, like, there's a music portion to it, but there's more than that to it. So um, it's just taking longer. But I'm getting to kind of uh, explore different fields of creativity, which I'm really excited for. And Kasiri is going to get to as well. And so it's going to be really fun. Like, this project is going to be really different than anything else that we've done. Name said BXK project, yes. It's going to be different than anything else that we've done. That is what I will say. But it is, it's definitely our best work to date, too. I will say that as well. And it's the music portion, like I said, it isn't complete yet, but after the music portion, there's going to be more to it than that. So I'm so excited about it. It's like one of my highlights of the year for sure. And the project, it probably, sorry to burst anybody's bubble, thought it was coming out sooner, but it probably won't be out until first quarter next year. So yeah, but it's gonna be worth the wait. Like, I can promise you that it's definitely gonna be worth the wait. It's gonna be really good. So yeah. And then, oh, sorry, I don't even know if I asked their question. Okay, their question was where you're going, future plans and vision. Like I said, with that project. Oh, I've also kind of gotten into sync, which is getting your music in like film and TV and stuff like that, and that's been really cool. The opportunity kind of it presented itself, and shout out to the music makers team and to everybody that was involved with getting me on board with that. Music Makers is the company that I'm working with, and they're really work. They have like a distribution deal with some company. I think it's BMG. Sorry guys, I don't even really know, but they've already gotten a couple placements and in like film and TV. So that's something that I'm looking forward to. I just did a song on their last project, and that's coming out on September 30th, which I think is Monday. You ever heard of Sync Academy? I don't think so. What is it? Um, but anyway, so that's another thing that I'm working on. So future, hopefully I'll get to do more of that because that would be really cool. There is a lot. I mean, there's a lot of money in sync. That's always that's always what is said at every conference and everything that I go to. So getting to like just utilize like the songwriting and production aspects of what I like to do is really cool, and getting to like collaborate with this team is like super cool because they're all like incredibly talented. So that's another thing. um yeah, as far as music, I think that's future plans, vision. I mean, I just want to produce and write songs until I die pretty much. So there's that. Okay. um Somebody said tell a funny production story or talk about how it is when you're working alone on a beat. Um, I don't know if I have a funny production story. Um, I'm trying to think. I don't know if I have a funny production story, but how it is when I'm alone working on a beat. Um, you know what? It's funny because my brother often, when my brother used to live here, he used to crack up because there would be times where I would be like blasting a song and he thought that he was gonna walk into like me going crazy. And it was literally just like me hunched over my computer, like not even moving. Um, I'm kind of a calm person. I don't really get crazy. There are times when like I can get into it and stuff, but um, so when I'm working alone on a beat, it's probably to anybody else that's around, it's probably like extremely boring Because I don't sample, I do play everything myself, so I also take longer than many other producers that I sit with, or that I've been in the room with while they're making stuff. So it's probably really boring to the outside person, but to me, that's what I love to do. So yeah, there's that. Um, Neem said, you should check it out. They basically teach different types of sync licensing and how to produce for different genres in sync, and they give libraries to submit to. That's really cool. I will look that up. Okay. This person said, what do you look for in an artist before collabing? That's a really good question. And I'm going to be completely honest, I don't know. Um, I think that most of the time, if I'm going to collab with somebody, it's like I kind of have to already know them a little bit, because when I don't, I just don't know what to expect a lot of the time. If I've like met them, been around them and stuff like that, like to me, it's just easier to collaborate that way. So when I collaborate with somebody, it's usually like we already know each other, we're kind of already friends, and then we have like immense respect and admiration for each other's art. And I think that's what leads me to collaborate, because I don't collaborate very often, and it's not that like I'm against it, but I just kind of like the natural form of collaborating more with like people that I know, kind of. But I'm not like opposed to collaborating with people that I don't know, but I think I have to like really like your music and just like really see that like you care about art, because that's important to me. So I hope that that answers that question. Um, the same person asked, how can artists and creatives step up their game? Okay, so how can artists and creatives step up their game? I'm gonna say step up our game, because I consider myself to be part of that group. But I think that we can step up our game by like not copying each other. And although like staying current is like, I get it, like it's kind of part of the game or whatever, but like I don't know. I think that more people could afford to stick with their own style, if that makes sense, or to just like do their own style the way that they do it, rather than like trying to sound like everyone else. Because I keep saying it, and I'm not like trying to be a downer, and this isn't the case for like every single artist or anything like that, but I think that art right now is kind of at an all-time low. And I think that like with the internet and just the way that the internet has changed music, at least music, and kind of movies, with streaming and with like having being like just everything being so accessible, and everything being kind of like easier to create yourself, without having to go through a big studio and all that stuff. Like that side of it is beautiful, but I think that what we're seeing is just a lot of people who don't really have that great of an appreciation for art itself, getting into art. And it shows. It definitely shows. And I think with new releases coming out all the time, like you can tell people are just putting out releases to try to make a certain Spotify playlist, or try to make a certain group of Spotify playlists. And like the art kind of suffers as a result. And so like I think that artists and creatives could just care about the art a little bit more, like care about the art of songwriting, care about, because I think that art, like the intention of art, is supposed to make people feel or make people think, or make people actually really both of those things, like feel and think. And some people are just making it because they want to try to get put on, or like make money, or whatever, rather than like caring about the consumer. So I guess that would answer that too, is like to step up our game, we could care more about the art itself and care more about the consumer. So just care. Like sometimes I'm like, is that too much to ask? Like just care about the art, care about the songwriting, care about the production, care about the mix, like care about all of it. I think that's a way to step up our game. Somebody asked, why is Popeyes slacking with the chicken sandwiches? The world needs these answers. You know what? I didn't even try the Popeyes chicken sandwich. And I was asking my brother, I had no idea that it ran out. And my brother was telling me that it ran out because, oh, hi. Hey, Godframe. Jordan said, not copy, but be inspired by each other. For sure. Be inspired is great. But copy is a different, is totally a different art to that. Congrats. Thank you so much, Godfrey. So anyway, with Popeyes, I didn't try it. I didn't know it ran out on Saturday. I just found out on Saturday. My brother was telling me that like the chicken sandwich ran out, and I don't know how you. He was saying something about like they didn't predict that it was going to be that popular, so like they ran out of their whole chicken supply for the rest of the year. And there might be some like really complicated business things involved with that, but I just don't understand how you run out of chicken for the rest of the year when we're in September. I don't understand that. So if somebody else out there like totally knows how business works and ordering food for restaurants and stuff like that works, let me know because I don't know. I don't know that one. Somebody asked, what is better, sauce or juice? If you're talking like in a food sense, I think it depends on which sauce and which juice, because Chick-fil-A sauce is pretty fire. As far as juice goes, actually there's a lot of juice that's really fire. I just don't really drink much of it anymore, but I love like pineapple juice. I do like cran apple juice. I like cran grape too. I honestly just really like cranberry juice too. Apple juice, orange juice. Maybe I like juices a little bit more than sauces. Q&A. Oh, heck yes. My question is, what are some ways you balance 9-to-5 life with creating music? Also, kudos for addressing that in the Assassins Project. Thank you so much, Godfrey. What are some ways you balance the 9 I'm just trying to balance it as we speak, because it's hard to be consistent. I'm not gonna lie, like it's really hard, which is why I haven't been. It's really, really hard to be consistent. I think that I'm still, I've been working at this company that I work at for a little over 2 years, and I'm still trying to figure out how to balance it all because it is a challenge. Like I said, I am tired a lot of the time, and because it's not so much even just like 9-to-5 and creating music. For a lot of us, it's like spending time with family or being involved in ministry or just like every other thing you have to do, like clean the house or like take care of your dog or like whatever it be. You know what I mean? Like there's just other stuff involved. And it's hard. I'll be honest with you, it's not easy. I haven't found the answer, but something that helps me is I do make a calendar, and I'm looking at my calendar right now, and I kind of want to show it to you guys, but I don't know if there's anything on there that's like giving anything away. No, I don't think there is. Oh, well, not really. So I make a weekly calendar, and I literally like in blue is like the like stuff that's not music related that I have to do, and then in black is like the music related stuff. And I try to be realistic and only schedule like a certain amount of things per day, so that way like I just kind of know how to use my time, I guess. Because if I don't have a calendar, I won't do anything most likely, or I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll do whatever, and then I just end up like doing everything half-heartedly and not really focusing on anything. So I try to schedule like all this kind of similar things in the same day, so that way I can like I'll stay here if I'm gonna work on music strictly, like making beats, writing, like creatively recording things like that where I have to stay here, then I try to keep all those things like on the same day. But if it's something like to do with these are the sounds where it's like businessy stuff, or if it's like mixing, like things that I can do remotely, then I'll go to a coffee shop and do it usually, because if I stay here, I'll want to take a nap a lot of the time. Or also, like, sometimes I don't know, I think it's good to like mix up your scenery to like kind of keep you inspired and kind of keep you from just feeling like stir crazy a little bit. So that's how I try to balance it. And I pray and I say, Lord, give me energy. Sometimes I wake up and say, Lord, what do you want me to do today? And those, I mean, that's important. I think that's really important. And that's stuff that I've learned from some of my other creative friends who literally like pray every time they sit down to create. And that's something that I honestly need to do more often, is pray when I sit down to create. But yeah, I try to follow my calendar. That's really it. And then also I have a group that we stay accountable to each other. We meet once a month and we all have businesses, and or we all like do creative things. And so we all meet once a month and we keep our goals going and stuff. Hey, Past Life Gone, what is up? Um, I'm sorry if this is like really late. My thing is so delayed. But anyway, we meet once a month and we set goals, and then we try to hold each other accountable. And if we need help, we ask each other for help or for input and stuff like that. So that's another way, is just staying accountable to people that are kind of going through the same thing. Consistency is my problem as well. I know Neems is tough, but it's like you gotta be consistent and disciplined. Like if you, that's one thing that I'm really trying to tell myself, is like if I say I'm gonna do something, I need to do it. Even if it's I only said it to myself, like I need to do it. Like, because I don't know, sometimes it's like you're only as good as your word, and if you can't keep your word, like what can you keep? So yeah. Somebody said nice. Yeah, I would fall apart without iCal, Trello, Asana. That's yeah. I've only used Trello once, but yeah, I'm like I'm so old school. I have to like write things down. I'm like such a dinosaur. Like I have all kinds of journals because I like physically write things down. Like I write things down on my phone too, but I don't know why. Physically writing things down is so much more, like it helps me remember things more, and I don't know. I just like to write things. But yeah, anything to help you stay organized, to help keep you on schedule, to help hold you accountable, because it feels good when you can check stuff off, you know? Um, Come on, prayer, come on, community, real talk. So that's that answer. Um, Somebody asked me, what's your biggest motivator as a musician? That answer is probably a combination of different things. But the biggest motivator is probably just purpose. Like, I know that music is what I'm supposed to be doing, so I have to do it. Um, because honestly, if I didn't know that, I would probably be doing something else right now that like makes money more certainly. But I know that music is my purpose. I know that like I have this gift to share with people, and so that's kind of my main motivation, to always like get to it and to keep at it. So I hope that that answers that. Um, but yeah, I think that that's all the questions that everybody had asked me. If there's anything else that anybody wants to know, feel free to ask in the chat. Um, Jordan just asked, what other DAWs do you use? I only use Pro Tools. I kind of have used Ableton, but like not really, because I was part of a production duo, an EDM duo actually, like in like 2013, no, yes, end of 2013, like into like halfway through 2014. I was part of a EDM production duo, and the my co-producer, he used Ableton. So I kind of like, I used to, we used to co-produce, and so like, but I would mostly do more of just like the musical aspects of it. So like I would be playing things and singing stuff or like whatever. But like I saw him using Ableton, and then there was like another producer who I actually learned a lot from. His name is Leonti. He goes by Leonti Productions or 8 or Struggle of Luck, because he's always changing his name. But I like Leonti Productions the best. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. He is an amazing producer, and he was running a studio out of a city nearby. I was gonna say the city, like you guys know where I'm talking about. But he's like an amazing producer, and he used Ableton as well. So when I used to like go and do sessions with him, I would see Ableton. So there was like a little while where I was thinking of switching to Ableton, but like I know Pro Tools too well, so I just don't even don't even like try to switch because it's kind of pointless at this point. Past Life Gone asks favorite style of music to make, like happy, sad, cinematic, etc. Okay, I've tried to figure this out because I'm not sure. I think if I had to sum it up in like one word, pretty would be my favorite genre of music to make. Like I really like pretty chord progressions and like pretty sounds and like soundscapes and stuff like that. Um, and I do really, really enjoy making cinematic stuff, but I hardly ever do because like it's not like it's hardly ever called for, I guess. But like this next project is gonna show some of that. So I'm excited about that. But like I really, really do enjoy making cinematic stuff and like arranging strings and um, I really it's strings that I really like. Um, so I don't know. I'm guessing pretty and cinematic, but I'm not sure. Because I also really like making like simple beats that are more like um, that are easier to like just sing over or rap over or whatever that like kind of that just leave a lot of room for the vocalist because like that's how I like to write is like really basic stuff like maybe a pluck and like some easy drums and like an 808 and that's like it and maybe like just some atmospheric stuff. I like making beats like that because one they're quick but two like they're really effective I think for song like if you're trying to write a song it's just easier to write over really simple stuff so I don't know. I don't even know if that answers your question, but there's that. Um, Memes said, "Hi, twin. I thought you'd never join." No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if you've actually been here or not because I can't see. He said, "OMG, it's lit." Um, oh, sorry, I left you hanging. So, okay, so you weren't here. Past Life Gone said, "I really like listening to cinematic music." I do too. Past Life Gone. Past Life Gone. Do you listen to movie scores? And if you do, what are some of your favorites, or who are some of your favorite composers? Because my favorite is Hans Zimmer. I love Hans Zimmer, and I also love um, Alan Menken, the one that did like a lot of the older Disney stuff. Him and Steven Schwartz combined, but Alan Menken for the score type stuff. Okay. Neem said, biggest production tip. By the way, Neems is Marlon Lewis. I'm over here calling him Neems. People are probably like, there's nobody in the chat named Neems. Biggest production tip you would like to give, or you would give to up and coming producers? Biggest production tip? Okay, for up and coming producers, because I know I said like have your own style and sound, but I think that like when you're still learning, this is when you kind of should mimic like some of the stuff that you really like. And then you end up coming into your own sound because you end up finding out that you really can't fully mimic it a lot of the time. But like just listen to beats, take them apart in your mind, see what's like making it what makes you like it. Like what do you like about the beat? And you'll end up finding what you like whether you like the chord progression, whether you like more melodic things, whether you like really heavy bass stuff, or you like 808 bends and loops and stuff like that. Like, so end up finding out what you like, or also end up finding out like what's making it sound so full or so like big, even if it's simple, or like really like be a scientist about it. Like listen to beats and really, really listen and dissect and like ask yourself why does this make me feel this way, or like what do I really like about this, and you'll find that like you can start incorporating some of that stuff in your own production, and it'll just make you better. And then also like make a beat as often as you can. If it's every day, make a beat every day. If it's every week, make a beat every week, but as often as you can, make a beat, and you don't have to put it out. And by the way, memes, you probably have to resend me those last two beats because I just remembered that I still haven't given you feedback on them, but I definitely want to. So please send them one more time. Sorry. Okay. Um, Thank you, Stephanie's in there. Stefan is in there. Stephanie's in there. Thank you so much. Heavenly Kingdom said, "Do you play instruments?" Yes, kind of. I play the keys and synths and things of that nature. I did play the violin for 5 years, but I haven't picked it up in like 15 years or something like that. But like, I think I still remember some of it, but I just haven't played it, so I don't really count that, I guess. But I play the keys and synths. That's mainly what I do play. Um, Twin, I miss and love you too, Twin. Hans is the dude. He is. I listen to a lot on YouTube, but I don't know their name. Ooh, okay. Nice. I wish I could rap for hearts. Okay, Twin. Heavenly Kingdom, are you good at music theory? Um, I don't. I took music theory because I did minor in music in school, and then, like I said, I did play the violin for 5 years, and I've just been around music because I grew up in church, so I was always singing, and I was always around really dope musicians. So I think that's what helps me. Like, I don't know that I'm like good at music theory. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you like, oh, you should put this chord because the circle of fifths says this, and you know what I mean, or like, oh, play a whatever minor 13th and dotted whatever. Like, I'm not like that, but like I can tell you like that chord doesn't go there, or I can tell you like that chord progression sounds really amateur because you're just playing major chords, or like I can tell you like use a chord that's a little bit chromatic. Like I can, you know what I mean, like tell you those type of things. And I can hear when things are off key. I'm very sensitive to hearing when things are off, like off or dissonant. That I will say. And sometimes I have to ask like Kasiri, or I have to ask somebody else, like, does this sound off key to you? Because it sounds off key to me, and I don't know if I'm just being extra. And sometimes Kasiri would tell me like, oh, it's just a little flat, or it's just a little sharp or whatever. So I don't know if I'm good at music theory, like not probably not on paper, but like I guess like as far as just hearing things, my ear is pretty good. I think. I think anyway. Um, thank you, Joan. You are so extra. Neem said it's all good. I will send them. Okay, thank you, Neems. Jordan said, "What producers you look at and learn from them?" Some of the producers that I look at are Porter Robinson, Lido, John Bellion, and then I do look at some of the big names like Max Martin, Dr. Luke, like it's just some of like the really pop like super big names. But I also listen to a lot of old music for Jordan, and I do try to take stuff from there too. I mean, I'm sure all of you know by now, like I freaking love Michael Jackson, but I also just love like late 70s, early 80s music in general. But the thing that's cool about listening to Michael Jackson is like you get all of the top producers, musicians, musical ideas in his music. So it's great study material for like just studying why does this make me feel this way? Or like what is that little noise in the background, and like maybe I should pan something to the left and pan something else. You know what I mean? Like there's cool things like that. But honestly, I would say to look at any producer that makes music that you enjoy, that makes you feel a certain way, or that makes you like that you just enjoy. Because like a couple other ones are like I really like electronic music because they do a lot of creative stuff and a lot of atmospheric stuff, which I'm always telling memes about. Um, like I really like Cashmere Cat and Miramasa a lot because they do a lot of like cool, like I guess some of it is sound designy, some of it is just like really atmospheric. Like there's just a lot going on, but it will sound so simple. And if you don't really listen to hear it, you'll miss it. So those are two guys that are like really cool to study. But yeah, like I said, just listen to any producer that you like and see why you like them, and you'll learn from them easily. What did you study in college? I got a degree in political science. But yeah. Okay, guys. Anyway, if nobody has any other questions, then thank you guys so much for tuning in. I would like to do this more often, I think, and hopefully in the future I'll know what I'm freaking doing, because I literally figured this out, like, I was trying to figure it out while I was at work today. That's so bad. I don't encourage doing that, by the way. But I was trying to figure out, hopefully my boss doesn't watch this, but I was trying to figure it out while I was at work today, and then a little bit, and then I was trying to figure it out like right before I got on here. So yeah. Meme said, any new VSTs you plan on getting soon? No, probably not. There's sometimes like I see people have certain ones and I'm like, oh, that's cool, but like I'm not a really big gear junkie in life. Like I'll just use what I have unless like something like they like another if I were to get another VST, it legit has to have like sounds I've never heard before that sound really good straight out the box. Like that would probably be the only way that I would get a new VST. Otherwise, I probably won't anytime soon. I actually have I have shared it in like my videos of constructing beats, or when I show like how-to videos, and I have Sample Tank 3, and then they actually sent me Sample Tank 4, but like that was like months ago and I still haven't even downloaded it and opened it to use it because I'm like happy with Sample Tank 3. So I'm just not like a big gear junkie. That's so bad. But I'm just not a gear junkie. I was broke for a long time, so I didn't have any money to buy any VSTs, and that really helped me get used to using what I have. And so now it's just like I don't even want, new VSTs or whatever. Like somebody gives it to me, I'll take it. I'm not going to turn down a blessing, but as far as like seeking out VSTs, it's not really my thing. But anyway, it's been about almost 40 minutes, and that's kind of long. So if anybody has any other questions, I'll probably stay for like a couple more minutes to reach 40 minutes. And if not, like I said, thank you so much for tuning in, and even the people that are catching the replay, shout out to you guys. I have to go work on our project. I think that's on the schedule today. Yes, and then I'm gonna have to go to Kasari's house to. There's a specific sound that she has on her keyboard that we need for this one song, so I have to go get it from her keyboard, which is fun. I love stuff like that. But anyway, all right. I hope that everybody is having a great evening. Like I said, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing to my channel and watching. That's very, very, very sweet of you, because you could be doing anything else with your time. And so I thank you for that. And if you guys ever like want specific videos on anything, like always feel free to leave me a comment and just let me know what it is that you guys want to hear about, or anything that you need help with or whatever. And I will try to either make a video or to reply to your comment and help you, or to refer you to somebody else that can help you or whatever. Because I know that sometimes we need help, but it's like, I know a lot of people like feel stupid asking for help, but like don't feel dumb. Like if you need help, ask for it. That's actually the smart thing to do. So anyway, I love all of you guys, and see you guys. Oh my gosh, from India. That's freaking awesome. You win. Cool points. Okay. All right, guys. Peace out if I know how to end this.